Mucus, that delightful goo that lines your airways like a protective bouncer at a club, keeping the riffraff out. It lubricates, filters, and guards your lungs from all those pesky pollutants, dust, allergens, and viruses, like a VIP pass for only the good stuff. That said, sometimes your body decides to go overboard and cranks out way too much mucus, turning your airways into a congested mess. It feels like having a permanent house guest in your throat, just lounging there and making it hard to breathe. If you're watching this, you probably know the struggle all too well. But don't worry, I've got good news. In this video, we're diving into some of the easiest and most effective ways to kick that pesky sensation to the curb. Prepare to breathe easy again. Eventually, be sure to hang out until the end because we're about to unveil some secret techniques that aren't exactly on everyone's radar. Ready to jump in? Just a little reminder, this video is purely for your entertainment and education. No medical degrees required. Before we go into the techniques, let's first discuss what causes excess mucus and phlegm. Common culprits include laryngeal pharyngeal reflux, postnasal drip, food allergies, infections, and various respiratory issues. Now, let's dive into techniques to tackle those stubborn symptoms. Just keep in mind, knowing the root cause will guide you to the best treatment instead of wandering aimlessly in the jungle of remedies. First up, a fantastic way to kick that excess mucus to the curb is by gargling with warm salt water. This classic home remedy is like a spa day for your throat. It's soothing and works wonders to loosen up that pesky mucus hanging out in the back. It looks effective because the sodium plays matchmaker with the mucus, breaking down those pesky bonds and turning it into a more manageable, runny mess. Plus, it's great for soothing a sore throat. Just mix half a teaspoon of salt into a cup of warm water until it dissolves. Why loss? By Volley, you've got yourself a DIY throat elixir. Tilt your head back a little and gargle that salty concoction in your throat. Just don't swallow it. If that doesn't do the trick, give huff coughing a shot. It's all about exhaling with gusto instead of doing a dramatic deep cough. Trust me, it's a much more refined way to clear out mucus and phlegm. Just take a breath that's a smidge deeper than your usual intake, then engage those diaphragm and stomach muscles like you're about to impress someone at the gym. Follow it up with 3 quick exhalations, all while keeping your airway open. You'll be making actual huffing sounds, so get ready for your best impersonation of a cartoon character. Once you've got that down, do some controlled breaths using your diaphragm. If you start to feel that mucus loosening up, go ahead and unleash a deep cough. One of the most dependable methods to clear out mucus is to stay well hydrated. You know, the classic advice your parents probably bombarded you with every time you caught a cold: drink more water. Turns out they were onto something. Drinking water really does wonders for nearly every system in your body. Staying hydrated is like giving your mucus a little spa treatment, helping it thin out and making it much easier to get rid of. When you're dehydrated, mucus turns into that stubborn, thick goo that just loves to stick around, making your life even more miserable. But if you keep up with your hydration, those lovely fluids help loosen things up, preventing the mucus from clinging to your airways like an unwanted guest. This way, it's much easier to cough up or blow out. Another handy tip: keep your head elevated, especially while you're catching those Z's. Remember, postnasal drip is basically a sneaky culprit for all that excess phlegm, especially when you're lying down. It causes mucus to gather at the back of your throat, leading to that uncomfortable feeling we all know. By keeping your head elevated, you can help stop this mucus party from happening. While it won't make the mucus disappear entirely, it'll at least keep it from piling up back there, giving you a bit more comfort. Another easy trick? Treat yourself to a hot bath or shower. The real magic happens when you breathe in the steam from that warm water. Steam is your mucus's worst nightmare. It helps break it up and clear it out thanks to those tiny water droplets floating around like they own the place. Indulge in a little steam therapy and your sinuses will thank you. Oh, the process is pretty simple. Just inhale and exhale to let that glorious steam work its magic on your airways, loosening up the mucus so you can finally kick it to the curb. This little trick also tackles sinus pressure and chest discomfort. Allergies can cause congestion and other delightful symptoms. It's crucial to get a handle on those allergies because in addition to giving you a runny nose, itchy throat, and watery eyes, they also love to create a lovely backup of excess mucus and phlegm. Managing your allergies is a no-brainer. Just grab your usual prescription or over-the-counter allergy meds to keep those pesky symptoms in check. After all, skipping them just means more mucus. Definitely not the kind of souvenir we're looking for. Another smart move: avoid irritants like the plague. Pollution, chemicals, and those overly potent fragrances can all prompt your body to whip up more mucus. If you notice any of these making your symptoms worse, do yourself a favor and steer clear. I can't talk about mucus without mentioning smoking, right? Cigarette smoke is a toxic cocktail of over 7,000 harmful chemicals, some of which will have your body churning out mucus as a defense mechanism. So congratulations, you get extra mucus as a bonus for inhaling that delightful stuff. I know I sound like a broken record, but if you smoke, it's time to quit yesterday. And do your best to dodge secondhand smoke. There's a fun tip you might not have thought about. Munching on foods that are good for your respiratory system can also lend a hand. Some unofficial studies suggest that certain foods and drinks might just help clear out that pesky mucus and phlegm. Take spicy foods, for example. Ingredients like chili and cayenne pepper have magical compounds that can give your sinuses a nice little wake-up call. If you're looking for a way to clear things up, bring on the heat. This can make it much easier to get rid of mucus by blowing your nose or coughing. Other lung-loving foods include those loaded with healthy fats, anti-inflammatory spices, and a colorful array of fruits and veggies bursting with antioxidants. Naturally, you'll want to dodge any foods that set off your allergies and make your symptoms worse, because why add fuel to the fire? Another technique to consider is using eucalyptus oil. This magical elixir comes from the eucalyptus tree, which has been a go-to for wildlife in Australia for ages. Humans only figured out the health perks of eucalyptus later on, like its knack for tackling sinus congestion, colds, fevers, and other respiratory annoyances. The process, it's a real adventure. Gather the leaves, dry and crush them, and then distill them into the essential oil we're all so fond of today. Eucalyptus packs a punch with several health-boosting components, but the star of the show is cinnol. This little gem acts as an expectorant, swooping in to help clear out that excess mucus and phlegm like a superhero for your sinuses. It gets cozy with the mucous membranes in your airways, helping to loosen things up so you can clear out those secretions with less struggle. Let's not forget the other option, using the right medications. The top-notch way to clear out mucus is to stick with the medications your doctor prescribes, especially if you've got respiratory issues in your history. If you're feeling adventurous and want to explore other options, some over-the-counter meds might just do the trick too. Expectorants are your mucus-busting buddies, breaking up that phlegm and making it way easier to cough up or blow out. And let's not forget about decongestants. They might give you some quick relief, but they're generally not the best choice for long-term use. Sometimes those decongestants can actually make it harder to clear mucus in the long run. And while you're here, if you could give that like button a little love tap, it would really help support the channel. I'd be eternally grateful. Think of it as a tiny virtual high five. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button too. We've got a treasure trove of other videos you might actually enjoy. I really hope you find these tips helpful because who doesn't love a little extra wisdom in their life? Always check in with your doctor for personalized medical advice and treatment since they actually know your unique situation better than we do. And just a friendly reminder, we're not medical experts here. This video is just for your information and entertainment, not a substitute for professional help. Thanks a ton for watching until the end. Have a wonderful day and remember to breathe easy the Sovgod way.